right, we're live. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fatty, back here at the original Funhouse, Cliffweir, New Jersey. Before I bring on my guest tonight, since everyone's gonna ask later on anyway, so I've been away for a little bit, and tonight is the reboot. But also, I want to let everybody know that if my speech is a little bit off today, and my face is a little bit off today, is because I'm going through a bout with Bell's palsy right now. And it's one of those things where it just happens, and when it's done, it's done. And things usually go back to normal. It's, in case anybody that don't know about it, it's facial paralysis, which is on my left side. You might think I had stroke symptoms rather. That's not the case. It is Bell's palsy. I'm going through a bunch of testing at the moment to find the root of it. So that's that. And so tonight, like I said, I'm back at the original Funhouse, and my guest tonight, Tattoo Tony Rodriguez, of Under My Skin Tattoos in Atlantic Highlands. Tony, what's up?
What's going on, my brother? How are you?
Good, yourself?
Listen, you look good.
Oh,
You do.
I'm trying, you know. Maybe it's to make
No, you notice? I think your head's tilted, and you got it. You're good.
the angles good.
The angle's good.
Okay. Well, you're on camera now, so.
All right, all right. Hello, what's up, everyone?
So now's when all the Facebook requests and all that come in. What do you call it? What do you call it? The subscribers to the YouTube channel. So,
There you go. There you go.
so it's been a little over a year since you've been on the show. What's
Has
been
it? Has it been a year?
yeah. Just
Well, last time we were in my shop.
yes, that was my one and only road show.
Yes. At least I got to experience it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a ball.
Yeah.
I think I think we went about 2 hours that night.
I know it was a long time. We talked about a lot of shit that day.
That's all right.
Okay, good. Remember, I'm a tattoo artist. I'm gonna curse like an old sailor.
I think that's all right though, because there's no what do you call it? No censorship.
Oh, okay, good, good, good. Because every other word would be fucking bleep with me. So
That's okay.
move away from this door a little chair. A
I
little bit.
didn't turn my mic on.
Oh, well, that's good. We're gonna have a little recap as to what's going on with you then.
Okay. Now that I got my mic on,
Let's try this again.
let's try this again. So I've already introduced my guest, and I've asked him a bunch of stuff, and he answered it, but nobody heard me because I'm an asshole, and I didn't have my mic on. So I want to go over this once more. So I'm going through a bout right now with Bell's palsy, which is partial facial paralysis. So if my speech is a little off, my face looks a little off, I did not have a stroke. It's just the Bell's palsy. And like I said, once it's gone, it's gone. And, for here, right now it's here. So, but what they say is, the show must go on. So I promised everybody a reboot tonight. Here I am. I'm in my natural habitat in the original Funhouse. And my guest, Tony, Under My Skin Tattoos, Atlantic Highlands. And, okay. Now we're back
Now
on.
up. All right.
Okay.
All right. That explains my little sideways face joke before, because
Yeah.
the people didn't hear what you had said prior, so now they know.
Exactly.
And it wasn't a joke. It was just, trying to make you feel better.
No,
You know.
it works. So, what do you got going on right now? I see you were telling me recently about some kind of art gallery thing you're doing down South Jersey.
A couple weeks ago I had a lady walk in the shop, and if you've ever been in my shop, the shop itself is is a piece of artwork in history between the museum and all that stuff I have going on in the shop. But this lady came in the shop and she asked me if if me and my shop would be interested in doing an art exhibit and displaying some artwork. So, me being me, oh, I don't know if I have anything. And, when you're an artist, you're your own worst critic. So I scrambled around and I put some pictures together and or some of my paintings together. And it actually lit a fire under me to sit down and start painting again. So I've got some other stuff that I'm working on. But the event is, the opening is, hold on, October 5th at the Ocean County Arts Guild. In Island Heights, down by Seaside.
Right.
The exhibit will be set up from October 5th to the 24th, and there's going to be a lot of great artists involved. I just realized Vinny Kapelowski is going to be there, which we know Vinny from Keyport, Broken
Yeah.
Heart. Vinny's such a great artist.
Absolutely.
I don't think I want to display my paintings knowing he's going to be there. The guys from Funtown Tattoo are going to be there. There's who else? The International Tattoo Collective is going to be there. It's a bunch of tattoo artists that are going to be displaying a lot of awesome art. So if you guys can check it out, it's the Ocean County Arts Guild, and on the 24th, I believe it is, they're having a Halloween party. So come in costume, come check out some of the artwork. I'll be there for the opening, and I'll probably be there for the Halloween party as well.
Well, Halloween has always definitely been your thing.
Listen, I wear my makeup all year round. I'm good.
That you do. So, actually, some of the pieces that you're going to have on display, I saw yesterday.
Yes.
They're amazing.
Oh, thanks.
I can't wait to get some of the prints and put them here.
I know which one you want. I got to finish it.
That's all right. I'm sure one of these days you'll get around to it.
Absolutely. Well, I'll have it done. I'll be painting something new by next week.
Now, those are all hand painted, or
They're all watercolor.
Okay.
So it's just watercolor kind of moves a little bit easier for me, and it's fun to do.
I wish I had the patience for that.
Lately, like I'm always creating stuff. That's one thing about me is I'm always anybody that truly knows me. I wake up, my feet hit the ground, and I'm on the go.
Right.
I get my kid up, I get him off to school. Which, I mean, he's 17 years old now. He's driving. He's got a job.
My God.
I guess I've done okay raising him, but I'm always creating. Like he goes to school, and then I'm automatically in work. I'm either printing something, or I'm making something, or I'm drawing stuff up. Lately, like I said, I've been doing a lot more painting. I'm finding myself escaping from a lot of this stuff because I got a lot of stuff going on, medically and physically and stuff like that, just like you.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in a minute. The whole 25 doctors, if not better,
Listen, going to a doctor's is a part-time job anymore.
It really is. But what's going on musically these days? Anything?
Yeah, well, we got, Broken Pass is still Broken Pass. We're just, we're getting together, jamming a little bit here and there, and just kind of taking a little break just for right now. Musically, we're still in the studio. We're still doing things. We haven't, we're just, we're working on some original stuff, working on some other cover stuff, just trying to enjoy music and not so much a job of it, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. I mean, music, it can be a job, but it's supposed to be fun.
You're absolutely correct. But one of the things, what a lot of people don't realize, like the everyday average person that's going to a show doesn't realize how much work it takes to get set up to go do a show. A lot of people think you're walking in with equipment and just setting up and playing. It's never quite that easy. There's always something, there's a lot of wheels that turn to be able to get to that point of being able to play, and how much it really takes to get to there.
Now, what about, what's your favorite venue to play?
Oh, come on. Stone Pony, of course. I mean, I've been playing the Stone Pony since I've been a kid. I remember years ago, that whole block, like a lot of the people nowadays, the summer stage was never there.
Right.
You got to remember, there was the Stone Pony, Attached to the Stone Pony was Mrs. J's, which was the big biker bar, and then on the corner there was another bar called the Gold Digger. You know,
I remember the Gold Digger.
oh my God, we used to have Tuesday night fights there and all kinds of fun stuff back in the day.
Actually, a friend of mine, she used to bartend there.
Okay, okay. Well, I was when I was 14 years old, I was jamming with the Acme Boogie Company in Mrs. J's. You
Right.
know, I mean, music was a whole different world. Everything was a whole different world then.
You know,
You know?
it was funny. The other night, I was watching a movie called City by the Sea.
Oh yeah, I know that movie. I thought
Eh.
it was filmed in Asbury.
Right, and it was weird to see everything that like we grew up seeing in that bad a shape,
Oh, absolutely.
and then,
And then you look at it now, and it's like,
yeah, it's like night and day. I was actually down there this afternoon,
yeah, yeah.
and
It's changed so much.
it's,
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's changed a lot for the better. I love what they've done, and it's beautiful. You could go there and you can enjoy yourself, but it's not what I remember. I know, understand things evolve and change, and it's just not the same.
no.
You know.
Well, you know, when you bring in the real estate investors, and you have every trade down there, you know, it becomes a big money pit for people for a while.
You're absolutely correct. But I mean, look at the stuff they've done. They have done a lot of good stuff to make it nicer for, to go and have dinner or go check out some awesome store. I mean, there's some incredible stores over there.
Sure there are.
You know, you got Mike Schwaggart over there with, with his shop, and I mean, those guys, Mike is probably one of the truest people that I know in the business today,
Right.
But it's just, I understand everything evolves. It's just, I was fortunate enough to be able to grow up in Asbury when Asbury was Asbury.
Yeah.
You had the Clover Club, you had jeans, you had all this stuff. I mean, I'm happy that I've lived through it,
Right. But I mean, even myself growing up, and I grew up this way. My parents used to take me down to Asbury when I was like an infant, basically. Go on the boardwalk because that was still going strong in 1971 when I was born.
Oh yeah. Listen, I remember the Asbury Park Boardwalk when there was rides and stuff on the boardwalk, and there was the what was it, the what was it, Ferris? Was it a little roller coaster or something like that? But I mean, when I was a kid, I was a ride operator on the boardwalk there, right across the street from Mrs. J's.
Right.
I saw a picture the other day, and I could see the big umbrella of that ride that I used to operate. I was like, that's pretty cool.
But I mean, we getting back to watching that movie, it was just like, and I think that came out somewhere around 2003.
Yeah, it was probably around there.
From what I read on IMDb or whatever. And it was just like, so that if it came out in 2003, it means it was shot between 2000 and 2001.
Correct.
In there. And just like James Franco, he played a great role in that movie.
Absolutely.
And who was the girl from that movie, the new guy, Alicia Dusko or something
I know
like
you got a better memory than me. I'm lucky I can remember 5 minutes ago.
Well, she was hot. That's why I remember.
If you haven't seen it though, check out City by the Sea. It is a good movie. It really is. And if you're from the area, you're going to see all kinds of really cool clips of the way things were. I mean, even going back to 2003, things were different.
Yeah, well,
I mean, everything changes. It's just I'm happy that I'm still here to reminisce about it.
I'll tell you, another friend of mine, he was, when they were getting ready to make moves in Asbury, he hopped on with the company, I believe they were over on Cookman, Genesis Realty.
Oh yeah.
And like, they just like almost overnight transformed Cookman Avenue.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's beautiful what they've done.
Yeah.
I remember when Club Phoenix used to be on Cookman Avenue. Woof.
Yeah.
That was a whole another
Another entity.
Anyway, we were talking earlier about the go-go bar days. Oh man, we lived through some shit.
Well, the go-go bar days are still in me for right now.
God bless you. I went to one. It had to be 10 years ago, maybe. I walked in, I walked around the bar, I sat down, I had a soda. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I just walked out. Just
Yeah.
not me.
I mean, listen,
Any bars anymore. You know, I'm not the bar person anymore.
if I'm not working in one, I won't go to one.
Correct.
You know, even like people want me to go to bars all the time. It's not for me.
Yep.
I don't drink.
Me either.
You know, I haven't drank in 24 years.
It's been last time I got drunk, Ray was 2 years old, so it's been 15 years.
Right.
So long time.
So, you know, it's just, you know, it's not for either one of us.
Absolutely.
But at some point, you know, I will, you know, I'll give it up.
Absolutely.
You know, retirement is coming soon.
We got to enjoy our lives. I mean, and I'm one to say that, and I'm working 7 days a week, 80 hours, 90 hours a week. I mean, I'm.
If not more.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're doing 20 different things out of that spot. You know,
I am.
You're obviously tattooing is your mainstay.
Yep.
You know, but you're doing printing. You're doing tattoo machines. You're doing.
Well, you know, so you know the whole thing with the. I mean, I've been tattooing for 40 years.
Right.
You know, I was tattooing way before it was cool. You know, and before it was mainstream like it is now. I was
And acceptable.
You're correct. And, you know, I'm very fortunate that I got to watch the industry grow from what it was in the 80s to what it is today. You know, there's a lot of pros and cons to it. Just like any other business, you know, the market's oversaturated. Everybody wants to be a tattoo artist, and you know, it's a lot. It's a lot to run a business like we were talking about earlier. But the thing is the printing stuff. When COVID hit, I was trapped in that building.
Right.
I had one little printer, and I was doing whatever I could to try to make money. But as we started to come out of COVID, I realized that I needed to do something other than just tattooing, because I always thought in the back of my mind, you could never shut tattooing down. Nobody will ever shut me down.
No.
But let me tell you what, you know how absolutely wrong I was? I mean, granted, could I have covered the windows and tattooed there and not said anything to anybody? Sure, I could have. But you know how I mean, really, what could they have done? But I found out because I was selling coffee mugs, nonetheless. I put a coffee mug in a box and outside the shop. Somebody came, picked it up. Somebody called the cops on me.
Wow.
And I had to. They told me I could not have anybody come to my building to buy anything. I had to mail everything. So I'm like, you're telling me a mailman can come to my house, but I can't have somebody come. Anyway, long story short, what that taught me was, with tattooing was, I needed to do something other than tattoo.
Right.
That's when I started the whole Popo sticker, and then right before COVID, I lost my father.
Right.
So I want to kind of try to remember my father a little bit. So that's when I came out with the Popo Sticker Company. And then now I've got the Pirate brand ink. But if you look, the Pirate brand ink, if you look, it has a patch over its eye. Popo Sticker Company has a patch over its eye. My father lost his eye in an accident, hence the skull with the patch, and it's all ties into something.
Right.
But it wound up teaching me that I needed to do something. And now look at me. I mean, you were in the shop. Look at how many shirts we just printed just in the last couple days.
Yeah, you had a big run.
Yeah, and it's great that I have people that are genuinely supporting me in what I do. Because, look, just running a tattoo shop, it's. I'm not saying that it's not enough, but it's not enough, especially here in Jersey.
Well, they'll rape you blind in Jersey.
Dude, Jersey's horrible.
You know. I mean, shit. Property taxes.
Absolutely.
Sales taxes.
Absolutely.
Insurances.
Wiping your ass tax. You
Yeah.
know. I think in Atlantic Highlands they have a water view tax.
You know, Phil Murphy looking like a fucking beaver tax.
But it's you have to do a little bit more. Creating this other entity, it's a backup for me. God forbid I can't tattoo because I'm dealing with a bunch of medical stuff. Which
Right.
I really, people know I'm going to doctors and stuff like that, but they don't really know what I'm dealing with. I put little dribs and drabs out there because I don't want the oh poor Tony's post. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
Like
course.
my Facebook is my way to vent. You
Yeah.
know, like I get a lot. You see, I got a lot of people that follow me, which I think is fantastic. I get people that chime in and comment on stuff, and this the support is great for the social media. You know, but at the end of the day, who's there?
So just to cut back a second, so we're actually live right now in 3 different platforms.
Yep.
The one that screwed me tonight was Instagram,
Of course.
because that needs some kind of, which I'll have that all ironed out, because I got to play with this new platform
That's
that
right.
I'm on,
That's right.
and then I'll master that just like I did with StreamYard.
Yep.
But I mean, this new one, EV Mux, just like everything else, it has its good and bad.
Absolutely.
But this is the first
Well,
broadcast.
you know
with
what?
it.
It's something new. You're working with it, and you gotta. That's just like anything that I've done. You got to start somewhere, and then you start to build it, and then you work out. You work through the, like I'll give you making shirts. You know how many shirts I fucked up?
Oh,
Now look at the shit I'm putting out. It's like holy shit. Is that the same guy?
just like that shirt that you're wearing right now.
Oh, this is great.
I'm sure that's something that you made yourself.
No, this has a lot of. I've had this shirt for so long. This actually came from Michael Fornicola's brother. And on the back, it's got a lot of the old hangouts that we all used to hang out in back in the day in Long Branch. I've had this shirt for so long, and it's one of my favorites.
I want one straight out the kitchen.
I know a guy. When you're ready,
Yeah, of course. with my mug in the middle of
I
it.
got you. I got you.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I mean, you did my my first run T-shirts from like. I mean, as you see, I still got the original logo up there that you
I
did.
see it. Yep. See a nice banner up there too.
Yeah, and a real nice banner, and which I actually got to move back a rafter, and then that end of it'll be all set up.
Nice.
But it's funny. I don't even know how this thing gets comments, because usually I have a live chat going.
Right.
That would be filled up by now.
Well, you'll just have to check it out later, right?
Yeah, I'll get back to everybody later on.
There you go.
And so now I guess we get into the medical discussion.
Oh.
So you got a lot going on. I got a lot going on.
I do.
I'll guess first, obviously. I mean, we do share the same doctor.
Sure. Dr. Brina's, she's the best. Well, she's okay.
Yeah, she's definitely okay.
She is. She's good people.
You know what though? Last week I was there. Actually, I was there Monday too. They wanted me to call the insurance company while I was there for some reason, and switch my primary care to her husband.
Oh.
It was weird. And this is when she was telling me that I needed the brain scan and all that shit and whatever.
Oh yeah. I've been through that. We found some stuff out.
Yeah, I'm sure of that one.
Yeah. I've been wondering all these years what this rattling is in my head. Figured it out.
Yeah,
Got a little stone floating around up there, a little pebble or something.
that's no good.
Well, there's nothing else up there, so.
Well, hollow you're gonna hear,
That's right. That's right. It echoes a lot.
Yeah, right now with the Bell's palsy, I for some reason, like if my dog barks or something, it goes right through me.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
you
Sure.
know, sometimes with my eyes, they play tricks on me, shit like that.
Sure.
But now,
We're not 20 years old anymore.
I kind of think I am.
We can feel that way, but our bodies wouldn't tell us other.
Yeah, they tell me that every morning.
Yep. Yeah.
So, we both see a team of doctors.
Like I was talking to you earlier, it's a part-time job.
Yeah.
They're sending me from one doctor to another doctor, infusion doctor, pain management, neurosurgeons, all this stuff. And it's like, I'm honestly to the point where I'm like, stop, because they want me to go to another doctor and another doctor, and then they're giving you a pill they're giving you one pill for this. And like the infusion, apparently I'm having a reaction to the infusion, which is giving me diverticulitis. You know what I mean? It's like now they're giving me another pill to fix this pill, but I'm not supposed to take this pill because this pill will fuck that up. And it's just like,
It's a vicious circle.
it is. But I'm just to the point where I'm like, I just don't want to do it anymore. To be honest with you, I just want to kind of do my thing, but I know I need some kind of help because I find myself struggling with a lot of stuff.
Well, the thing is, when you know your body best, and when you know something broke, you got to fix it.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least put a Band-Aid on it.
And that's what we do. And we keep going and we saying we're okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When deep down inside, and I got the post I put up about my father the other day. My father would always say, "I'm okay. Everything's okay." When deep down inside, things really aren't okay. And don't get me wrong, you have to address your problems and try to figure out the best way to what works for you to be able to get through things. And I'm not telling people not to go to doctors. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But there comes to a point when do you say when? I mean, I have to take 15 pills in the morning just before I start my fucking day.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to. I can't drink milk now. It's like, what what the hell?
Oh.
And
black coffee tastes like ass.
That's another thing. I'm having problems with coffee. It's the coffee causes flare-ups, which in turn I got this pain.
They can't even give you you can't even take like a decaf or anything.
I mean, I haven't tried decaf yet. I was a big coffee drinker up until about 2 weeks ago. I drank three or four cups of coffee a day. Now I can't even get through one.
Yeah, that's about what I do. At least 3.
Yeah, well, first off, they say it's not good for you. But what is good for you? Anything that's good for you is bad for you.
Oh, I mean, even the nutrients in like salad
Yeah.
are like next to nothing.
Yeah, and I'm juggling different ways to eat. Like I'm sure you can tell I've lost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's got to do with because I'm not well, and I have to. I'm trying to learn different ways to eat. And do you know how hard that is to do it by yourself?
Yeah.
And I've got a great support team, like we were talking earlier about, Facebook and support and stuff like that. It's great, but at the end of the day, I'm by myself trying to figure out how to juggle what's going on with me, my business, my son, and just life. It's tough.
You know what it comes down to, Tony? It comes down to, at the end of the day, we're all alone.
Oh, absolutely.
That's just the bottom line.
Absolutely. And I've been alone my whole life.
But you see, with that, I don't mind being alone.
Me either.
Because
don't get me wrong, I have my moments.
Of course. But if I disappoint myself, I did it myself.
Correct.
Nobody else disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw my post this morning. Today it was about expectations.
Yes.
You can't hold any expectations on anyone or anything. At the end of the day, if you fail at something, it's because you failed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't hold expectations that, Peter, Paul, Dave, Joe are going to take you to the Casbah, you know what I mean? And then they don't show up.
I mean, like, even like yourself, for quite a few years there, you were doing, tattooing celebrities. And,
Oh, yeah.
Different reality shows,
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
And, you became the character Tattoo Tony.
Yeah. Well, so you know what's bad with me? I've been I've been on, you know, a lot of people know my story. I've been on my own since I've been a kid. I've been on the street since I've been 13. I had no way. I had no direction in life. The only direction I had in life was hanging out at the tattoo shop, you know, and that tattoo shop built the what people know as of today as Tattoo Tony, which is great. I built a brand and a business because I believed wholeheartedly in what I do. You know,
Right.
I can tell you, I genuinely love to tattoo. I love everything about tattooing. You walk into my shop, I got the museum, so much history and stuff like that. But I genuinely love to tattoo. But it's it's been a tough road with the whole Tattoo Tony thing because at the end of the day, I truly don't know who Tony Rodriguez is or Anthony Rodriguez, which is kind of fucked up because I know how to hustle and I know how to run a business, but I don't know how to sit down and have a family dinner at a kitchen table. You know what I mean?
Right.
With mom and dad and cousin Sally and Fido. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I didn't have that life growing up. It was always fight or flight for me. You know, and now the last 17 years I have my son, and I've done the best I can to raise him. You know, on my own, 99% of the time.
Yeah.
I've had some help from his side of the family. You know, cousins and aunts and uncles that have been there for him, which has been fantastic. But I always wanted, you know, I don't want my son to have the scars that I had growing up.
No.
You know, but he's got some already. You know, we're not gonna get into it, but
Yeah.
you know, he's had a tough, a little tough life himself so far, but he's doing great. He's got a job, thank God. He's driving. He's got a girlfriend now. He's playing. You saw his videos. He's
Yeah, I
just
mean-
played the headliner. You know what I mean?
Listen, he plays the rock and roll.
Oh
you
my
know.
God, he's got the character down.
Yeah. He has the whole aesthetic of it.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
He does. You know, and he's, yeah, and I say all the time, he's my ray of sunshine. He's been my light at the end of the tunnel.
Now also he plays multi instruments, right?
He does. He does. He plays guitar. He plays bass. He plays drums. He wants to sing, but he's a little nervous, you know. But I mean, he's got a whole studio. If he wants to go down and belt a song out, he can do it all day long. But singing in front of somebody else, it's hard.
different.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
I get it. Once everything you know comes to terms with me, you know, who knows? We definitely might do something together.
Absolutely. Anytime.
You know.
I know a guy.
Yeah, you know a
I know
couple
a guy.
guys.
I know a guy who's got a couple of toys.
Yeah, a couple nice ones over
Couple, 3 or 4.
there. And just think, you know, you could tell everybody that Butterbean's your new singer.
That would be funny.
I'll tell you, I was at a show at MJ's over here on 34 in
Oh, yeah.
Mattawan. So Little Mo Mozzarella, you know, he's the how you doing guy.
Oh yeah.
Right. And that was just like funny as shit. Like, cause they have, when they do comedy over there, they have it down in the basement, like where they, I guess, like, you know, the wedding hall or whatever. And there was another guy that opened up for me, Joseph Lombardo. They call him Pork Chop.
Okay.
So he's there like, ain't this some shit? We got King Kong Bundy in the friggin' in the front row over here. Everybody say hello to King Kong Bundy.
Oh my God.
And then the host of the show, Mike Martocci, who I talked to you about, he's there like, hey, ain't this some shit? We got Butterbean here tonight. And the funny thing is, like, all of like my friends, they used to call me Bundy as a kid.
Yep. Yeah. I remember. That's how I knew you back in the day was Bundy.
Yeah. You know, so it was just like, all right, now I really got to lose weight because I'm pissed off. But, yeah, it was just, that could be a good gimmick though.
Could be. Listen,
know.
I can make you a pair of American flag shorts. I got you.
There we go.
I got you.
American flag shorts.
There you go. Get you a pair of boxing gloves. You'll be good to go.
Yeah, I can see me holding the mic stand with a box of gloves like this jackass. But yeah. So I mean, getting back into the whole the medical thing. I mean, I do the whole. I got diabetes, heart disease, probably a bunch of other shit that I don't even know that I have. This whole problem with the Bell's palsy, it started probably back in 2010, like over Thanksgiving weekend. I had gotten up in the morning and I had grabbed something to drink, and I thought I missed my mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm like, all right, something ain't right. And then I kind of blew it off for most of the day. And I went out to dinner with my parents later that night, and they're like, you're going to the hospital. It looks like you had a stroke. And we're like, no. But they got me to go.
Yeah.
And
That's when you found out.
yeah, and it's funny because the medication that they give you for this, they'll either give you steroids or they'll give you medicine for herpes.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
What does herpes got to do with this?
What, do they give you some preparation H or?
Yeah, right? Because it obviously is a pain in the ass. But yeah, so and then you throw depression in there,
Yep.
and that's a whole other ball game.
Like we were before we started filming, we were talking about some stuff.
Yes.
And about having somebody to talk to, like to help with the depression,
Yeah.
anxiety. Earlier we were talking about, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me, and to have somebody to talk to. I have a therapist now. I have a psychiatrist now. We were just talking. They just did that genetic testing.
Right.
When I never really. Growing up, I was living on the streets. I didn't have medical attention. I didn't have the. Only thing I knew about growing when I was young, I was born with clubfoot.
Okay.
So my feet were turned in. I had to wear these braces on my legs when I was young.
Right.
Which I come to find out that I wasn't taken care of properly by my biological mother.
Okay.
So now at 53 years old, I'm having problems with my feet because of this situation.
Right.
Which in turn, you see me when I'm walking. I'm having a hard time walking. I just found out that I have which I've never heard of before in my life. It's called Morton's neuroma, and basically what Morton's neuroma is it's an inflammation of a nerve in your foot, and what it does is it puts pressure on the bottom of your foot. So like where the ball of your foot is in your toes, it feels like somebody's taking and pushing up on your foot.
Right.
Sometimes it's not so bad, but sometimes it feels like I'm walking on rock. I mean, it just genuinely hurts. So it stops me from wanting to walk.
Right. Well, that's just like with the diabetes. I had the neuropathy.
Yep, I have neuropathy. I have radiculopathy. You ever hear that one?
No.
Okay, radiculopathy is it's your lower back basically. It's neuropathy in your lower back for the most
Oh,
part.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then, I see a nephrologist for kidneys. Got the whole spectrum covered.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We have our team. We have a football team of doctors.
Yeah, now they're trying to send me to a neurologist, which, as you know, in the state of New Jersey, finding one of them that takes an insurance.
Oh yeah. I know. I got my neurologist. It took me a while, and it's, I'm sure they're gonna tell you probably a lot of the same stuff. Autoimmune, this, that, it's like I've got so much nerve damage, and it's on the left side of my body, and they're telling me a lot of the stuff. They did 7 MRIs on me to finally tell me that I've had a stroke, which has impaired the left side of my body, which is a big part of which is a lot of the problems that I'm having.
Now, what the stroke that you supposedly had, did they say what the degree was? It was it like a TIA?
TIA, yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's granted they happen all the time. People have them in their, they go undetected. They can go undetected for years.
Yeah.
But what happens in time is it can, depending on how severe of it was, it can take time and start affecting other parts of your body.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of what I'm dealing with as well.
Oh,
You know,
jeez.
I mean, eventually, and then I've got your typical being a tattoo artist for so long, carpal tunnel, tendonitis, rheumatoid arthritis, all this. I think I've got trigger finger. I'll be tattooing somebody and my hand locks up. I got to take a break and shake it off, and just keep going.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had a cortisone shot in every finger on my left hand.
Oh yeah. My pain management doctor lately has given me 3 weeks in a row. They shot me in the leg. They shot me, and then they shot me in the back. They shot me in the three or four times in the neck, and then the elbow. And it's like, does it
Yeah.
help? I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Maybe a little temporary relief.
the cortisone shots in the hand helped. Because I haven't had one probably, I'm going to say a good 10 years. Thank God. The most painful one was the thumb, though.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't, like, shoot you, like, right around there. They come in here.
Oh yeah.
And the doctor that I went to, he didn't numb you. He didn't believe it.
No. Oh no. That's like this foot shot they give me. I see him coming at me, coming at the top of my foot. I swear to God, the needle's got to be this long.
Uh-huh.
But it's really not. But it's like I'm waiting for him to run the needle through my foot and for it to poke out the other side,
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know if the shots help or not though.
And then last week, I had a biopsy on my side because I have a wound that's not healing right, and they think it might be skin cancer.
Oh Jesus.
So, and when
You
they
see what
came at me with that needle,
You see what happens when we get to our age?
yeah,
Kids don't grow up.
stay your age,
That's it. Stop at 20.
stay home.
That's right. Sit at your computer. Oh wait,
Yeah,
they already
do-
do. They already do that.
Yeah, do whatever you got to do. Play games, all that silly bullshit that you do, and just don't get old.
That's right.
But yeah, they were, she came at me with that needle, and this is an open wound that they're trying to numb,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm there like, like I turned into the Tasmanian
So
devil,
they're
like,
treating you for it, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and she's thorough,
Yeah. Good.
so,
Good.
but just too much shit, man,
Yeah, man.
way too much
Yeah,
shit.
man. It's as as you get older, I get things start to fall apart a little bit.
Just a little
bit.
bit. And thing is, we got to keep on going to these doctors and putting a Band-Aid on whatever is wrong, just so we can keep going, for our daily
That's right.
whatever.
Well, there's nobody that's gonna. I mean, myself personally, there's nobody that's really gonna fix me or help me.
Right, but there's also nobody that's going to go to work for you either.
You're correct. You're correct. Nobody's going to do what I do unless I tell them what needs to be done. you
Right.
know? And it's like, and a lot of the times, I've gotten better over the years. I've got my structures and the way I handle things in business wise, and especially with the learning the shirt business. That's a whole nother bowl of wax. You don't realize how many different shirts there are, blends and this and that, and it's
I couldn't even imagine.
It's a whole nother can of wax. But I've learned a lot of it.
Now, what about the sticker business? Is that kind of similar to?
Well, the sticker business, I'm not a high-end sticker. I'm not like Sticker Mule or one of those big companies. I'm not spitting out 50,000 stickers an hour.
Right.
I do small custom stuff. 50 stickers here, 100 stickers there.
Yeah.
I got the one tattoo supply company, Philadelphia Eddie Tattoo Supply. I do a lot of their stuff. I do their T-shirts. I do their labels. I do a lot of stuff like that.
Right.
More so custom order stuff. And I'd rather have it that way because I don't want that kind of a workload. I'd
Right.
rather have an order or two a week and do what I got to do to
Right.
make a couple extra bucks.
Exactly. That reminds me, I'm gonna need some new stickers.
I got you. and I'm doing the laser engraving too,
Right.
which is pretty cool. I'm doing really a lot of stuff on wood more so than anything else, but it's pretty cool. I get people that have me put their family on wood, and
Yeah.
it's a really cool concept.
Well, that's just like I got the one picture of my father and our dog
Yep,
for this past Christmas, and another friend of mine, she ordered from me as well.
nice. They look nice.
Yeah, no, they look very nice. The guitar picture that you made,
Oh yeah.
I still got that one hanging in
Nice.
my room.
Nice, very nice. But we got to get you some new stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. This definitely
Time
needs
for a new
face.
Fatty's Fun House.
That's it. Totally new fun house.
That's right.
And actually, the new T-shirts. Obviously, you also redid my logo.
Mm-hmm.
So the new T-shirts are gonna have my mug on them,
Nice.
and you could wear them. You could use them for target practice. Whatever you want to
Whatever
do.
works for you.
I prefer you use them for target practice, but that's just a sick bastard that I am.
Could be a cool Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Saying it's that time of year.
Oh, and I did get Uncle Fester one year too.
There you go. There you go.
But actually, I was at a party in PA. It was at a nightclub. It was that porn star Gina Lynn
Okay.
and her ex-husband Travis Knight. They threw this like big extravagant Halloween party, and I actually did go as Uncle Fester.
Nice.
Stuck the light bulb in the mouth and it actually lit up. And,
Nice. Nice.
it was cool.
Nice. That's great.
So you get the three-quarter, bald guys. You get King Kong Bundy, you get Butterbean, and you get Uncle Fester.
Well, you know what? You can't go wrong with any one of them. So.
Now you really can't, But and then you get a bunch of girls, especially this time of year, that everybody and their grandmother thinks they're Morticia.
Right. Right.
But there's only a couple that can pull it off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm kind of excited to see what some people are going to be dressed up as this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the hearse outside will be all.
I love the decor here.
Yeah, I mean, we got a 6-foot pirate right outside.
You gotta love it. I pulled up and I was like, holy shit! Look at this.
Yeah, well, you only seen from the front of the house up to here. It goes way back in the yard too.
Nice.
There's a gazebo back there with some crazy shit back there.
Nice.
There's also two more sheds that are like little cottages looking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you got a whole little compound here.
Yeah.
Nice.
But this was the selling point of the house to me.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is a great room for sure.
Yeah. I mean, granted, over 5 years, you accumulate a lot of things.
Oh yeah. I know. Trust me.
Well, you've been in your place for how long now?
I moved in there originally November of 2007. So 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, just about. I mean, I opened the shop January 7th of 2008 officially, and then Ray was born January 12th.
Wow.
But January was a busy month.
So that's basically the only home that he's really known.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. When he was born, there was a lot that happened, and Ray's been with me since the day he's been born.
Right.
And I always said that I would always make sure that he always had a roof over his head, and not have to live at least at least live the life that I did, you know.
Right.
And I've stood by that. I mean, even as long as I can keep going, he'll always have a place.
Exactly. I'm well, obviously I don't have no kids, so but I get the whole you got to stick your neck out.
You have to. You have to. I
especially-
don't. Well, I mean, like with me, I don't understand how. I get it, shit happens, and some people have a hard time being a parent.
Right.
But I could never imagine leaving my son, ever.
No.
Like he's at the age. Yeah, we butt heads. We have arguments. I mean, we're not robots. But I could never really.
That's the age though.
Yeah. But I could never really understand how, especially since I've had a son, or a child, just period. I could never truly understand how somebody could just walk away. It baffles me. Like my biological, she left me and my sister at I don't know if you remember in Eatontown, the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Right across the street, there used to be a hotel called the Eatontown Motor Lodge.
Yes.
That's where she left us. She. Don't get me wrong. She made sure my dad was there. But she put me and my sister stuff in my dad's car and gave us each $20. Said, I don't know when I'm going to see you again, and just vanished off with some guy.
Right.
I mean, how do you do that? And I mean, at the time I was 11.
Right. Now, was that the last time that you saw your mom? Or?
Well, I didn't see her again for 10 years, and then when I saw her, by that time I was a full blown crackhead.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was in Asbury running the shop. I was a train wreck. And one thing I've come to learn is, for me anyway, with addiction, a lot of the times you're covering scars, and you can't deal with what's in front of your face. Mm-hmm. It makes it very tough to just deal with life.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to hide some kind of scars or something that has put you in that space.
Right.
I'm blessed that I've got 21 years clean.
Yeah.
But I've learned that it's an addiction it's a sickness. It really is.
Yeah.
And some people just can't shake it.
But you see, and maybe you could add to this. Okay. With addiction, they say that you're not gonna get yourself on the right track until it's on your terms.
So, what I've seen and noticed, especially with myself, again, when I was in the midst of my addiction, I remember in 2004, my father was diagnosed with cancer. And I was out of control then. 2003, 2004, I was a mess. And my father was begging me to stop because I was just lost.
Right.
I learned that it doesn't matter who is. A lot of people will love you and care about you, and they don't want to see you fucked up.
Right.
But they will. If you have your mindset that you want to stop, then you'll stop. If you don't and you're not ready, you're going to continue to hide those scars. You're going to continue to mask those feelings until one of two things happens. Either you wake up and you decide that you've had enough, or sadly you're going to wind up 6 foot under.
Yeah.
And that's the very sad part of things, because a lot of people's scars are so deep that they can't do it.
Exactly.
I've seen it time and time again.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I've seen it quite a bit myself. Obviously the business that I'm in,
Sure.
you see it every day.
Sure, and the same thing in the business I'm in. You know what I mean?
Right.
You see it all the time. It's just as you get older, it's just really tough to see it happen. You know,
Yeah.
because you don't want to, like me, I'm the guy that, you know me, how much charity stuff have I done over the years and tried to help people? And if I see somebody's not doing well, I try to help.
God, you've
But
done more charity work than Bob Hope, for Christ's sake.
I've done a lot. But I do it because I know what it's like. I did it for so long because I know what it's like to need help.
Right.
You know, and that was me giving back. But now I'm at the point in my life where I have to take care of me and figure me out.
Yeah, this is your time.
Yeah, and it's still, my son's getting older. I'm getting older. I need to really start figuring some things out with myself.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm on that path. It's just it's tough. It's tough. The hardest thing is to find yourself.
I mean, listen, with us, guys like us, there's no retirement.
No,
You know, there's no 401ks.
actually, I started a 401k a couple years back, but it's
Yeah.
I've been smart over the years to my retirement is my building.
Right.
You know, it's the best thing I ever did was bought that place
Yeah. Well,
because otherwise, where would I be?
but again, it's multi-use.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I mean, you're in a prime highway spot.
I did good.
Yeah.
I think my dad's smiling down.
And then I remember years ago, over at that little oil changing places a couple blocks up, they used to have the bikini hot dog chick.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah,
You had everything. Go get a tattoo. Go get a hot dog.
That's right.
You're good for the day.
that's right. Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm very blessed with the ups and the downs. Whether becoming a father. I mean, raising my kid has just been it's been great. You know, I've run a successful business there. Look, there's some people that don't like me. There's some people that like me. There's some people that love me. There's some people that hate me. It's just life.
Yeah.
The one thing that you can't knock me for is I've had a successful business for the last solid 18 years.
Yeah.
I've been in a business for the last 40 years that I've got to watch grow to what it is today. And no matter what's going on with me, physically, mentally, or whatever, I will always handle my business the way I'm supposed to handle my business. Because that's what I have.
And it's what you do.
Yes. Yes.
So we're just about on the wind down. So it was great to have you on again.
John, it's always a pleasure. It's always, you and me have been friends for so long. And, when we need each other, we're there for each other.
Exactly.
Pick up the phone call. Sometimes my hours are a little different than yours, but,
Well, you know me. I'm up till daylight usually.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're like a goddamn vampire.
Well, yeah, but at that point, sometimes I can't get to sleep till I'm delirious.
Yep.
But then I'm up 3 hours later.
Yep. That's me. I'm the same thing. I'm up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll work by 3 or 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, fuck, why am I so tired? Then I get that second breath. Then I'll go, I'll work until 8, 9 o'clock. Then I'll lay down. I'm up 2 hours later. I might fall back asleep. I might not, but it's like I'll sleep for a couple hours, then I'm up, and then I'll sleep for a couple hours, and then I'm up, and then that's it.
Well, naps are always good.
Absolutely.
There's
nothing wrong with a good 3 o'clock power nap.
No, but the thing is, my 3 o'clock power nap turns into me getting back up at 8 o'clock.
Sure.
And by that time, there's nothing left to the day.
You're correct.
So, but on that note, we're running down to our last minute. Again, Tony, it was great having you on again.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
And we'll definitely be doing this soon.
Yes.
And,
It's some new artwork.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And for anybody that's down in the Atlantic Highlands area, go in and check out Tony's shop, Under My Skin Tattoos. You got the tattoo museum there. You got a bunch of crazy artwork all around the place. And even better yet, go get a tattoo. Support your local businesses.
Absolutely.
On that note, you know who I am. You know who he is. Everybody, have a great night. It's great to be back in the original Funhouse. I should be able to see everybody next week. So until then, good night. God bless.
See y'all.